Hey guys, Martina Cordero here, and I'm going to show you an amazing technique for reprogramming your brain. It's called the energy realignment or the trade up technique, and it's super simple. Once you get it, it can be done in 30 seconds. You can do as many rounds as you feel necessary, and you can do it any time of day. So it's a combination of 3 different things. One is eye movements. So you're going to pick 2 spots on either side of where you are, looking up, looking straight ahead, and looking down across your chest. This is accessing different modalities. So vision up here is seeing, hearing, and feeling. You're going to do tapping. Tapping is like EFT, emotional freedom technique, and it works by literally tapping into the body's energy meridians, and it's kind of like acupuncture but without the needles. And so, okay, so the looking, the tapping, and the speaking. You're going to say a phrase, I trade in blank for blank. So we're really good at knowing what we don't want, right? Our Western society has taught us since we were little to always look at what's different, what doesn't fit, what was wrong, what needs to be fixed, and rarely do we spend time on what we actually do want. So with this technique, you'll know what you don't want, and you'll trade it in for something that you do want. Okay? So this is what it looks like. Say you're feeling afraid, or some kind of trauma's coming up, or you're just getting annoyed or mad. So for this example, we'll go with very general fear and love. We're going to trade in fear for love. So you're going to tap here where your eyebrows end. And you can use actually all fingers here because each finger is associated with a different emotion. So tap, tap, tap like that. And you're going to look up from side to side, and you're going to repeat the phrase 3 times. So I trade in fear for love. Straight ahead, I trade in fear for love. Looking down, I trade in fear for love. You're going to tap on the sides of your eyes. This is the OCD point, and where we start, getting fixated on stuff. So you do 3 stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I trade in my fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Under the eyes, I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Under the nose and the dimple in your chin here, I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Under your collarbones, K27 points, there's a tender spot there. Tap, tap, tap. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Under your armpits, about 4 inches down, there's a tender spot. Tap there. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Karate chop point. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Front of the hand, between these 2 knuckles and a little down on your hand. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Other hand. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Top of the head. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. I trade in fear for love. Squeeze tight, open, squeeze tight, open, squeeze tight, open. 3 deep breaths. And that's it. And it helps actually before you do it to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being nothing at all and 10 being the most. How much fear do you feel? Rate it and then do the gamut, and then rate yourself again. You'll find usually it goes down from like a 10 or a 9 to like a 7, 8, sometimes 5 or 6. If you're at a 5 or 6, like run it again, see if you can get it down to a 1 or a 0. It's really a powerful technique and quick, and it's going to help reprogram, rewire your brain for what you do want and not for what you don't. So I hope this helps. Enjoy.